What's happening, Hammers? Dan Lawless here, back with another quick transfer update. Just talking about the latest transfer news and rumours that everyone is talking about in the world of West Ham at the moment. We are driven for the summer by Vanarama. Check the links in the description below. And let's get straight into it. Just got a couple to talk about today. First of all, as we all know, West Ham badly need to sign a defensive midfielder, or it's definitely a key area rather that we really need to address. With Kiarte's sort of dipping in form, uncertainty over the future of Obiang could be going back to Italy. We don't know yet. We definitely need someone there in front of that defence to be putting in tackles and being, if we ever get caught on the counter, to be that line of defence there. So we have been linked with a player. It's come out that we have apparently been scouting Thiago Mendes from Lille, 26-year-old defensive midfielder, valued by Lille at £18 million. A lot of money. So I mean, he's highly rated. However, a lot of them performances, right? He made about 21 appearances for Lille last season, right? And has picked up quite a bit of acclaim. However, 14 of those appearances now have apparently come from central midfield, not defensive midfield. So that's not really what we need right now, to be honest with you. And the players we got, we really need a defensive midfielder. And he scored 4 goals in 21 appearances, in those 21 appearances last season. Apparently he likes a long shot. He seems to me, from what I've seen, he seems to me more like an Obiang type player, really. Which we've got an Obiang, so I'd rather keep hold of Obiang, to be honest with you. It seems to me that he's not so defensive minded. Now this sort of makes me feel more like we really missed out on Kiarte. Not Kiarte, Carvalho, sorry. We really missed out on William Carvalho. I think that was a big loss. I think that would have been a good signing. He was practically, I think he was like free agent, but we would have had to pay a bit of compensation back to Sporting. So it's too late now. He's gone and signed for another club. But like I said, I mean, this guy he is highly rated. But then again, it's the French league. I would rather personally than sign this guy for 18 million. Now, I don't watch the French league, I don't watch Brazilian league or anything like that, what he's paid him, right? So if someone watches that and has seen him play firsthand over a period of games, let me know if I'm wrong. Let me know if he's the real deal when he is good at defending. But to me, rather than spend 18 mil on this geezer, right, I would rather put Declan Rice at defensive midfield, because that's where he's been playing for Ireland. He's won man of the match twice for Ireland in that position. I think that's the way to go, because we've signed quite a few centre-backs now. You've got Ogbonna, you've got Balbuena, we've got Diop, Reed when he comes back. You've got Zabaleta who can play there. So, we've got some options. So, really, I'd put Rice there. And, of course, when we do want to go more attacking, then we can also play Rice in centre back. So yeah, I think that's definitely where I will go with that. Let me know what you guys think. Is he the real deal? Should we go for him, or should we be looking at another defensive midfielder? But to me, unless they're a top quality defensive midfielder or an absolute bargain, I would really like to see Declan Rice go there. In fact, that could be the position where he really flourishes, because he's playing there for us and playing there for Ireland. He's going to get that consistency, and I think he could do a really good job there. But I'm going to get more onto Declan Rice in a bit. Now, I want to talk about another 26-year-old, Romero. Romero, 26-year-old. His current market value is about 2.5 million, but Corinthians will probably ask for more money. That's right, he's from Corinthians, where we got Balbuena, so Balbuena's teammate. Now, this was reported by ex-employee. We reported him as a striker, but it seems to be that he's predominantly a winger. Now, the reason why X could have reported him as a striker is because we might be looking at him as a striker. That's all I'm thinking. We might be looking to sign him as a striker, although his goal scoring record isn't great. 12 goals and 12 assists in 98 appearances. Now, I'm hearing he's quite a good winger from what I've seen from people who watch the Brazilian league, and some Brazilian West Ham fans said he's skillful. You know, he's good at going forward. He can really pick out a pass. But, you know, even assist-wise, that's not a great record. And, you know, goals-wise, it's not a great record. So, to me as well, like wingers, I don't think we really need another winger. You know, we've got Yarmolenko, we've got Anderson who can play there, we've got Antonio who can play on the wing, you've got Arnautovic who can play on the wing, and we don't really want to play him on the wing, really, but if need be, it's there. So, I mean, unless we're getting him, like, look, if he is 2.5 million, it doesn't hurt to have someone, you know, as a backup. If he's happy to sit on the bench and come in and he's a backup winger, then yeah. But as a striker, that goal scoring record sort of fills me with as much confidence as Hugo's, to be honest with you. But again, don't watch Brazilian league. Someone else might watch it. But you got going on the stats alone, I don't really think it's what we need. I'd rather try and get a loan signing if we can for like a half decent striker, or sign a sort of a young up and coming striker. You know, 22, 23 from another league with sort of a promising goal scoring record, or maybe go back in for Smolov. You know, Smolov has a really good record in the Russian league. You know, so that might be the place to go. So let me know what you guys think. You know, am I completely wrong, or do you guys agree on Angelo Romero? So lastly, going back, as we mentioned about Declan Rice, it's been reported by several sources that Declan Rice wants 40k a week, or his agent is trying to get him a 40k a week deal rather than sort of Rice. His agent is trying to get him a 40k a week deal. Now, we've previously offered him, like, you know, 15s and, you know, and 18k a week, and when we know, like, players like Reece Oxford is on 20k a week. But for me, like he did have a really good season for us. Made some mistakes, but overall, you'd say he really had a good season. Promising player, 19 years old, 31 appearances. For me, I think 40k. I just think it's a bit much. I just think it's a bit much at this stage. Like I said, he's 19 years old. He has had, like, you know, he made 31 appearances, but it's like his first season, his first real season playing, you know, as a first choice, or sorry, as a first team member. So I think his agent is probably getting a bit too ahead of himself and getting a bit over excited with all of the hype that Rice has got, and it's justified hype. But with all that hype, he's gone, yeah, you know what? Everyone's sort of rating him. Other teams will probably pay it. Give us the money. So maybe meet in the middle. You know, try for him 25, 30k, 30 something. Try for him around that. I mean, because we don't know really if he's going to get much game time this season. We don't know where he stands on that situation. Ultimately, it should be Pellegrini's decision at the end of the day, because he knows where he's going to fit into his team and see if he's a 40k a week player. But to me, I think he needs another season to prove himself. I mean, no doubt about it, he should get a raise from what he's on. But I think another season, so maybe give him like one raise, offer him like 25k a week or 30k a week at most. Say, look, right, that's what you're going to get. Then, you know, prove to us next season how you do, and then we'll review it at the end of the season again. That's how it should be. Just whacking him straight in at 40k, I don't agree with. But like I said, he is a promising player. He's a player I'd love to see at West Ham for many, many years to come, and hopefully a future captain. So it's a tricky one. At the end of the day, if they pay it, I wouldn't grumble about it. You know, I think he will go on to be a special player, but I just think, to me, it might be a bit too much too soon for his age at 19 years old. So I'm sure they won't let him go. I'm sure they'll negotiate it and tie him down. So keep your eyes out on that one. So thank you guys so much for watching. it looks like, there's still a couple of players that we are looking at. We aren't done in this transfer window just yet. It's going to start to hot up as we get towards the end of it. So let's see. Hopefully we sign a central defensive midfielder, maybe a left back, and a striker would be nice. But like I said, if this window closed today, I'd be happy with it. Don't forget to leave all your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe. If you give this video a thumbs up, apparently it helps us out. So do one of them if you can. One thing left to say, come on you eyes.